Friday, April 24th. It's the last Friday of the month. So I have a little message for you before we get started with a lot of other stuff. What's your most important task? Sure, it's strange that I should ask. I'll tell you your most important task. It's don't go out without your mask. Tired, you feel trapped up in your room, getting bored with groups on Zoom. You feel the need to leave your home just to shop or just to roam. It's your most important task. Don't leave your home without your mask. Remember, when you go someplace, no one wants to see your face. I know it's hard to reconcile that many won't see you smile. But it's your most important task. Don't leave home without your mask. Really, when they see your eyes, you'll get a nod as your prize, because most that you will see are in the same boat as thee. It's a most important task. Don't leave your home without your mask. You don't like to be one of the crowd, but with this event you should be proud, because being one is the sign that everything will turn out fine. It's your most important task. Don't leave home without your mask. While your will to win is being strained, small victories have been gained. We're now on the downhill slide. Please stick with it. Maintain the ride. It's your most important task. Don't leave home without your mask. Okay, I'm tired of talking about the relief packages, and I'm tired of talking about the small business issues, and I'm tired of talking about the virus, and I'm tired of talking about the nonsense that Trump promotes, and the scientific evidence keeps on getting repeated, and people are being fired because they disagree with the president. I'm tired of all of that. So I'm going to talk about some sports today. I'm going to talk about the Red Sox scandal, which in my opinion they got off very easily with the penalty that was applied to them for a case of sign stealing. Well, sign stealing is okay, but it's not legal to do it electronically or use devices that go beyond using your own vision on the ball field. So the commissioner released the report on Major League Baseball's investigation, and they decided that they stole signs illegally. Now, there was one gentleman who was penalized severely, and his name was J.T. Watkins, and he was the Red Sox video replay system operator. That means he was the guy that was taking pictures of the opposing catcher's signs, and then they had an elaborate system to relay the signs to the players on the field. And one of the strange things that they did is that they were able to bang on the garbage pails in the dugout that, to make a drum-like sound, and depending upon the rhythm of the sound, the guy that was at the plate knew a curveball was coming or a fastball was coming or whatever it was. So the penalty that Watkins got was suspension for the entire 2020 season. Well, that's great. They were now playing this year. He also got suspended for 2021, so that's it. Now, I think the Boston organization is prepared to keep him around in a different capacity. Now, it turns out that his father was a baseball scout, and he signed Mookie Betts. Now, Mookie Betts is one of the best players in the game today. He's a most valuable player. He hits 300. He's terrific. So the kid has certain leverage in the system because his dad works there, all right? Now, the Boston manager, who also was on the Houston Astros when they won the World Series in 2017, and they were accused of cheating, and they were heavily fined. And the owner of that club was a stand-up guy, and he fired everybody that was involved in that scandal, right? But in the Red Sox case, Alex Cora, who was the coach, claims He knew nothing about what the Red Sox were doing, right? So you think that it's just a coincidence that Alex Cora, who was involved in the Houston Astro scandal and is now the Red Sox manager, doesn't know what's going on? You think the Red Sox created this sign-stealing scheme without Alex's knowledge? That doesn't make any sense at all to me. He probably had plenty of input. He was one of the leaders of the Houston Astros scheme. So according to the report, the Red Sox were banging on garbage cans and doing things like that. They did the same thing that the Houston Astros were doing. And they used the video room to decode the signs so the runner at second base could give them to the hitter. Now, when the Astros manager was caught at this, he got suspended. He got fired by the owner. He claimed he didn't do anything in the scheme, but he knew about it. And since he didn't stop it, that's what they got him for, not stopping the scheme. And what makes this thing even more unconscionable on the part of the Red Sox is that they were stealing signs in 2017. And they were let off very lightly because they promised never to do it again. And then, so in 2018, they did it all over again. And now they come out with a report proving that they did all over again. And there's hardly any penalty. The only guy that's getting penalized is the video operator, J.T. Watkins. He doesn't even count in the scheme of things. Now, Cora was already suspended when this whole thing erupted. He was already suspended, so he's gone. But in the course of this investigation, they didn't find anybody else, and that to me smells bad. So it looks like money talks and shit walks. That's all I have to say today. Bye.